Hi, integrated math students. I hope you're having a good first week of school. I've had a few questions about the numbering on the assignments. So you can go here to your daily assignment sheets to get your daily assignments or just pull down to the modules. Let's look at the first week's assignments for integrated math 1 as an example. Here's your objectives and the videos I've posted for each lesson. Here's your assignments. This one says 1-1, page 4 through 11, 1 through 17 odd, and then 21, 23, and so on. Let's go ahead and pull up a workbook. So here's your workbook, lesson 1-1. Now, you'll notice in a regular textbook, there'll be a bunch of examples. In the beginning, there'll be like example 1, and then the key concepts, example 2, example 3, and then the practices at the end. This is a workbook, and you don't see any of the examples worked out, okay? The examples are meant to be written down. So you would write down this example here, and then here's some explanation, key concepts. And then online problem 1 and got it problem 1 are the examples that you would see in a textbook. Well, they're not there, they're just problems. Where are they? Okay, those are meant to be written down by watching the video that I post or by going to Pearson Realize. Now your assignments are the practice problems. So the practice problems are kind of chopped up. Instead of putting them all at the end like a traditional textbook, the practice problems, a few of them are put under each example problem. So the online example that you watch at Pearson Realize or in my video, you would write out the example here from watching it online or from watching the video. And then you would do the first practice problem. Now I said 1 through 17 odd. So here's your first odd problem. Then you're going to write the example for example 2. Then you do problem 3. Okay. You write out this example. Then you do problem 5. So 1 through 17 odd refers to practice problems only. These online and got it's are examples that you're going to write down. Okay. Problem 4, so here's number 7, which you would do. Here's more key concepts. And then here's number 9. Now this looks more normal. Now this is the lesson check part, like you would see in a regular textbook. Okay, a regular textbook, you'd see all the examples and then you'd start doing the homework. Well, now it starts to number 11, so the numbering just continues. So some of the first practice problems are divided up amongst the examples. Okay, so then you would go to number 11. Number 13, and so on. So that will be the lesson check section, and then it goes on to more practice and problem solving. The numbering just continues, okay? So I asked you to do 1 through 17 odd. You'd start under here doing that first practice problem that is under the online problem. So you'd start here 1, and then to the next practice section 3, and then 5, and so on. And you're going to go all the way down to, scrolling down, to number 17, which is here, okay? Then the next section is the more practice and problem solving. That's where you'll have to do 21, 23, 27, and so on. So here's 21, 23, and these are going to be the more challenging problems. So that's the numbering. Now let's go back up and look at the examples. A regular textbook has examples right in the book. Where are the examples? Okay, the examples are meant to be found at Pearson Realize. So you won't actually see this problem here. You go watch it at Pearson Realize, or your other choice is to watch the lesson videos that I've given. Now in this lesson video, for example, on the distributive property,
welcome to
right
section
1.7,
the distributive property is called an area model.
So this is lesson 1.1, but it is our lesson. She's
thing
just
in
working
both
out of a different
of the diagrams.
book.
This is, and you may need to write.
Okay, so here's problem number 1, simplify expressions. Now you'll look here, that's what we're doing for online problem 1. If you go to Pearson Realize, these are the online problems. So what you want to do is over here, write out these problems and write the examples of how to work them out. Then you do practice 1. Okay. If you want to do some of the got it's, you can. Those are just more examples. Now, some of the videos I post, the online teacher just does the online problem, and some of the videos I post, the online teacher just does the got it problem. Now, if you like both of them, you can go to Pearson and get the rest of it, okay? But it doesn't matter. Either this or this will give you an example so that you can do the practice for that type of problem. So, and the great thing about these videos is she works it out step by step. You can see she works these out so that you can see what to do. And then problem 2, she gives you an example of rewriting fraction expressions. And this would be the online problem when you go to Pearson, okay? So I'm gonna real quick go to Pearson and just show you what that looks like. You have to log in, you go to Common Core Math 1 if you're in Math 1 or Math 2 if you're in Math 2. And you would go to chapter 1 because that's what you're in when you start in 1-1. So let's look at that real quick. You can watch the solve it, where is it? The solve it problem. Okay, that was the very first blank at the top. Some of the teachers skip over the solve it problem. It's not one of the specific example problems, but here's the solve it. And then he has a little thing down here. Sometimes you have to pull down to get to this play button. If that happens to you, make sure you pull down and make sure you know there's a solution button at the bottom where you click and it gives you the solution, okay? So somebody asked me that, where's the solutions? It just gives the answers. No, it gives the worked out solutions. You have to click that solution button. So if I go here to problem 1.
In this problem, you'll simplify expressions.
That will be this
Part A. What is the simplified form of the expression?
Okay. And then it pauses, and then you can go on. And it gives you a couple different things until you work it out. And then it works out the solutions for you step by step, okay? And then here, it's part B, that same working out step by step. Now you'll notice if I go to problem 2, now here's the got it. What's the simplified form of this? That's your got it problem right here, okay? You can work it out, and then you can click here for the solution, okay? It gives you the solution, and you can write that down here as an example. So the beauty of watching this lesson is you get to watch her work it out, or you can go to Pearson and just get what you would see in a textbook, okay? And Pearson does have a few videos with some of their problems. It depends on which problem you're doing. But each lesson does have a little nerd tutorial video, all right? And that's how you're going to work your problems. So remember, these are 1 through 17 odd are practice problems only, and then of course it goes on. They are not the online or got it. These are the examples you write for yourself so you know how to work the practice. Let me know if you have any more questions. Have a good day.